I am your host today, the High Priest of the State of Oregon, Yawasaka, and my reader,
also 100 Rakakashak.
And again, today's topic is the Lord is a man of war. What does that mean, the Lord being a man of war, and who is the Lord at war with? We want to start off today's lesson plan with Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
The Lord is a man of war.
What does the Bible say?
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. What does that mean? Again, a man of war is a war strategist. So Christ is a war strategist. So now what does that mean that Christ is a war strategist? That means that Christ is an expert at warfare. Read it again.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. A man of war breaks down their opponent strategically. So now we find out that Christ is a man of war. He's an expert in warfare. And we're finding out that an expert at warfare strategically breaks down his opponent. Now, who is the Lord at war with? Read it again, sir.
The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. Come on.
The Lord is his name.
The Lord is his name. So again, who is the Lord at war with? Esau, the so-called white man, and America. And we're going to prove that in the Bible. From there, let's get Psalms chapter 24, verse 8. Again, Esau is the so-called white man. He's not white, he's red because his blood shows forth through his skin. He's also known as the Caucasian man. Caucasian means cave dweller, Cro-Magnon man, whatever you want to call him. And again, a lot of people out there, just because you fair skin, that don't mean you of Esau or Edom. You understand that you need to do your background on and do your research on who you are. You might be a so-called North American Indian, or you might be one of the Latino tribes. So before you get all up in arms about, he's talking about white people. Listen. Esau. You understand that? The so-called white man. God is angry at you, and God is upset with you, and God is at war with you. And we're going to prove that. Come on, brother.
Who is this King of glory?
Again, this is a question being asked. Who is this King of glory? You're going to find out. Come on.
The Lord.
Who?
The Lord.
Who?
The Lord.
Who is this King of glory? The Lord. Come on.
Strong and mighty.
He's strong and mighty. Come on.
The Lord, mighty in battle.
The Lord is what?
Mighty in
The
battle.
Lord is mighty in battle. Again, just backing it up that the Lord is a man of war. Again, who is the Lord at war with? Esau, the so-called white man, and America. From there, brother, let's get Revelation chapter 18, verses 1 through verse 8.
And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Come on.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great.
He said what?
Babylon the Great.
Now, who is Babylon the Great? Babylon the Great is America. The Bible says that America is spiritually known as Egypt and Sodom. The word Babel means confusion. What's going on in America besides sodomy and besides God's chosen people being in bondage like they were in Egypt? The fact that there's a lot of confusion going on in America. The first commandment is that you're supposed to fear God and keep his commandments and have no other God before him. What are you allowed to do here in Babylon, America? You're allowed to break that commandment with the freedom of religion, and you're allowed to believe or worship or serve any God you choose. That's confusion. You're breaking the first commandment. Also, what's going on here in America, instead of you having one dominant language, you've got all type of different languages being spoken. Again, this is confusion. Babylon the Great. Why is Babylon known as the Great? Because what other country is greater than America? Come on.
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Even though America is great, it's going to fall as prophesied in the Bible. Come on.
is fallen.
It's falling. Come on.
It's become the habitation of devils.
So now this is a future prophecy about America. Once God destroys America, the only thing that's going to inhabit America are devils. When you go into the book of Isaiah, the 34th chapter, it talks about when the destruction comes on America, how satyrs are going to dance along the shorelines of America to make sure nobody tries to come back over here and set America back up. Again, a satire, when you look that word up, satire, is a demon with a body, with the bottom part body of a beast and the top part body of a man, almost like a minotaur. Also, it talks about how the doleful creatures and the screech owls and all types of beasts are going to inhabit America when America falls. So it's going to become the habitation of devils. Come on.
In the hold of every foul spirit.
In the hold of every foul spirit, all the different beasts and foul spirits is going to be inhabiting America once America falls. Basically, America is going to become a long, continuing, running episode of Lost. Come on.
In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Again, you're going to have all types of unclean and hateful birds running all through America when it's falling. Come on.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of our fornication.
All nations have taken part in the wrath and of the fornication. Read it again.
For all nations have drunk of the wine.
Stop. All nations have drunk of the wine. What is the wine all nations have drunk of? All the things that America pushes. What does America push? America pushes what? Rape, robbery, murder, fornication. And the nations, they drink of that wine. They drink of that wine. Now, by the nations being a partaker in that drink of that wine of fornication, what's going to happen to them? Come on.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of our fornication.
So again, wrath is coming because why? The nations, along with America, they drunk of that fornication. And what's going to happen? Wrath from God is going to come on them from being a partaker of this fornication and different sex crimes against the Bible and all types of madness and wickedness that they do. Come on.
And the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her.
The kings of the earth had did what?
Committed fornication with her.
Again, the kings of the earth have committed fornication. Have committed fornication with her. Again, you have businessmen that fly all the way over to America from China, from Japan, from India, just to commit sex crimes, just commit fornication. They tell our corporations that they're going to have business luncheons, and they come over here and just to get their freak on to commit fornication. Come on.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of our delicacies.
So again, what's keeping America rich? How is America staying rich? By doing business with the nations. Come on.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
So what is the message to our people? People of Negroid, Latino, and Indian descent. Now let's examine that for a minute. The plagues, that you be not partaker of her plagues. Now, a lot of people, when they think about plagues, they think about the plagues that hit Egypt, you know, the flies, the blood, the death of the firstborn. But you miss the plagues that are going on right here in America. Right here in America, there's plagues that have hit the earth. And plagues that have hit all throughout, not only in America, but throughout the world. Now, let me explain to you some of these plagues. See, you so busy wrapped up into what's the next movie coming out, and you know, whether Brett Favre got released from the Packers, and you missing it. You missing it. First and foremost, tornadoes. Tornadoes is a plague that's on the earth right now. Just a few months ago, you had at least 54 tornadoes all at once go through the Midwest. Now, what's some of the other plagues that have hit the earth? Earthquakes. The God sent comforter of the nation of Israel, Apostle and Chief High Priest Tazadakia, on his website a couple months ago prophesied that there was going to be a major earthquake in America. And just the other day, there was an earthquake in California, 5.8 on a Richter scale.